Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, sorry.
How are you? Wow, it's beautiful. That was my place. Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Strawberry Patches podcast. My name is Marina and I'm coming to you today from Kumeao Showgrounds where we have our annual Woolfest. And as always, well as lately, this is Lily, my youngest daughter, who came along with me, and we're both wearing hand knits. She has a cardigan that I hand spun and knitted for her older daughter, for her older sister, and I'm wearing my finished stripes, patterned by Andre Maury. We just finished looking through Shed 1, meeting lots of friends, podcasting friends, wool shop owner friends, and other people, and it was so much fun. So we came out for a little bit of a feeding session, which didn't happen because apparently everything is too exciting. So we're gonna go in again. It's super crowded. There was traffic jam on the way here, but we made it, and it's so gorgeous outside today. It's very sunny and we're enjoying it. Everybody's loving our outfit, almost matching. It's stripy, right? I already got some really, really yummy carded wool from a net, and it's amazing. It's super colorful and bright. And I'm just gonna show you around a little bit quickly. See those sheepies? Yay! Isn't it the perfect location for a Woolfest? I think so. So what do you say, Miss Lily? We come back? We go back and let everyone admire you? Okay, see you inside. Viewers, it's been so long and I have, as you can see, so much to share with you that let's start right now. Okay, before everything starts, just quickly, you can find me here, and my name is Marina. I'm a Russian girl living and crafting in New Zealand. I have lots of episodes about how I came to this country, so you can go back and watch them. And if you like them, I'm always happy for your subscriptions, likes and comments. So I think it's been 3 months, oh my gosh, and I have been busy, and if it wasn't for my 2 little kids, then I'm sure I would have recorded earlier and I would have had much more to show you. But here I am today, finally. I was waiting for the perfect manicure, the perfect hair, the perfect whatever. It never happened, so please ignore my nails. And let's start. I promised to you that I will show you a little bit of Woolfest, so I'm not sure if it was in the beginning of this video or it will be at the end. Probably let's keep it to the end. So it was an amazing event, as always, with lots of fiber and yarn and of course all kinds of notions and oh god, what else was there? But you can see the snippets of that at the end. Now let me quickly show you what I got from the Woolfest, because normally it would be a whole episode, but it's been 3 months, so let's just jump right into what I got there. And I have it in this beautiful bag that I ordered. That's a mix of acquisitions for you guys, but from Woolfest I got this gorgeous fiber for spinning from Annette Montgomery, my friend. Hi Annette. I got 2 bags of this. Here is another one here. And this, I actually don't know the composition of this fiber, but Annette does amazing bats, art bats with some stellina and some, I don't know, maybe silk in here. I can totally see some shiny silk and probably it's Corriedale wool. I fell in love with this rainbow and I couldn't not buy it, so I got 2 of these. This one says it's 120 grams, the other one doesn't have anything written on it, but what I was planning to do is to make a top or cardigan for my daughter, and it will be very easy to spot her on all these playgrounds and everywhere because she's very active and it's so easy to lose her if she's not wearing something bright. I also got this beautiful handmade bag from Fantail Knits, and I've been following the maker for quite a while on one of her Facebook groups, and I finally got my hands on it. It's very well made with a beautiful fabric inside. It's really, really lovely, and I haven't really used it because I was saving it for when I have recorded, so that I can show it to you in its mint condition and then use it. Look at this beautiful, beautiful work. I've made some bags, but I could never make such beautiful straight lines. So I have that, and this is another thing that we got with my friend Olga. We got the same mugs. And yeah, I haven't drunk from this either because I kept everything in one corner, in one pile, so that I can show you guys and then use it before I forget. So yeah, lovely sheepies with sheepy sweaters, colorwork sweaters, really cute. Okay, so let me show you quickly this bag as well. This was a bag by, yeah, this person, Wanda Van Eek, and yeah, I guess now she has her name, Picobello. It's not my first bag from her, and I really love it, and it has these big pockets and beautiful, beautiful pink lining that, wait for it, ta-da, can become like a huge project bag or like a basket. It's really sturdy as well, and I'm glad that I'm finally recording it so that I can use it. Really recommend. Good quality, fast service, and quite reasonably priced. So if you're in New Zealand, I'll leave a link under this video so that you can probably check her out. And yeah, treat yourself to one of those gorgeous bags. Look at the fabric. I love it. So that was a very short, sadly, recap of the Woolfest. I did not sell anything at Woolfest this year because I had my, by then she was how many, 4 months old daughter? 6-month-old daughter, Lily, who is sleeping right now, but she might make an appearance as she did in the previous video. So as I said, I did not vend this year, but I really enjoyed walking around, and it was so much, so full on that I feel like I haven't seen everyone and seen everything. So always for this kind of things, you have to go early in the morning, make a tour, then have some snacks, lunch, and then make another tour so that you can really properly see everything you want, or make a plan and then go and see those exact vendors. I had a plan to see Annette, of course, and yeah, it happened. Okay, so what happened after Woolfest? God, who knows? Oh yeah, I've just been busy with life, you know. I haven't dyed any wool. I have barely knitted. Then in July, I think it was the Tour de Fleece, which I really wanted to participate for the first time, so I did, and I wanted to quickly show you what I spun. Yes, I guess we're going in that order, not very chronological. So just the day before the Tour de Fleece started, I went to our spin-in where all of these amazing ladies share what they've been doing, and we talk about the events for the Creative Fiber Auckland that happened. And there are some wonderful vendors. One of them was Sharon from Jumbuck Carding, and I had a plan for Tour de Fleece this year. I wanted to take part in Andre Maury's Spin It to Knit KAL, which she encouraged everyone to take part. The idea was that you spin the yarn for the Weekender sweater by her, and you know I'm Andre Maury fan. I have knitted, yeah, in a minute about that, many of her designs. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I saw Sharon with this beautiful Polworth fiber, which is buttery soft. It was such a pleasure to spin, and I got myself, I can't remember now how much, but enough, more than enough, because I didn't know what would be the thickness of the yarn that I'm making. So I got myself some pink, black, and white, and I'm going to show you what I did. So the idea was that I'm going to spin it with just taking a little bit fiber from here, a little bit from here, a little bit from here, and combine it and apply it. So I got this really fun thread, and I swatched it, and I loved it. Really loved it. I mean, what's not to love, right? Look at this. So of course, this is representative on a small swatch. It looks like this, but I was wondering what it's gonna look like on a whole sweater. Weekender sweater is like, is this sweater in one color or in one yarn with a detail on the front. So I thought, oh, that's too crazy for me. Maybe I shouldn't make something for myself. So I did this. I knitted my daughter, and she's been wearing it, a little vest. And I purposely made it much bigger. This is size 5, I think, but she's almost 4, so I know for next winter she's definitely gonna fit into it. And look at this. Isn't it crazy? I love it. As you can see, the stripes are much thinner now that they are on a bigger piece. And I made it quite big, so maybe if I was making it my size, then they would be even thinner, which I didn't really want because then it would be too stripy and bright. But think for the kid garment, it's perfect. So yes, the pattern is Mud Puddles by Kelly van Niekerk, which is another New Zealand designer, and I've been wanting to make it for years. And it's DK weight, but I think, yeah, mine is DK weight. There is a little bit of a poof here in the sleeve, which I think looks really cute. And on the whole, I'm really liking this design. It was super fast to knit, and of course it was fun because it was my hand spun. With just 3 buttons here, but only one of them is functional. The other ones are just, it's sewn on, so they don't have to be open, because that's enough to fit a child's head. And I just have some wooden buttons that I got from online from AliExpress. So this was my Tour de Fleece project. I think I finished it just after Tour de Fleece finished. I also, on the same day, I got some amazing fiber. I will insert the photos of how it looked before I spun it. A braid from Lynn Fiber to Go, and it was the 20 silk 80% merino hand-dyed fiber. You have to see it closer. I loved spinning this butter soft fiber so much. It was so much fun. My idea was to make it consistent, like there were 3 colors as you can see, and I wanted yellow on yellow and pink on pink, blue on blue, but I divided the fibers and I tried to spin on 2 bobbins quite consistently, but it didn't happen. But I'm quite happy with how this crazy fiber turned out. And now I think I might use it as color work on a cowl, maybe. Like if I use black color as the background and then have maybe slip stitches or some simple color work as this, I think it would look amazing. So yes, of course, 20% silk makes it super, super soft and luscious and so beautiful. So then, okay, back to my weekender thingy. I thought that since I have all this fiber from Sharon, I'm going to still make the weekender in this beautiful, soft, lovely Polworth, but I decided that I will not go as crazy as this. I will have 1 strand with just pink color, and the second one I'm still contemplating. I think I will do at weird intervals black and white, so it will not have this stripes of just white or stripes of just black. It will be sort of a little bit more consistent, and then we can wear like sort of matching outfits with Lydia. I thought that would be fun. So this is the first fluff in my eye. This is the first bobbin, and I plied and I plied, and oh my god, it never finished, and I could ply so thinly. I was surprised. So this is in the works. Okay, what else? Okay, I think next I will tell you about these guys. Of course, these guys. I might have shown you this little gnome. So it's been a while. I'll just remind me that I'm taking part in the Year of Gnomes knit along by Sarah Shearer from the Imagined Landscapes, and I'm making one gnome in a month. Okay, so this was the main gnome. It's Newt, which is like a companion or a child for this bigger one. And now this one has 2 babies. And I just followed the pattern. I used some of the scraps of my hand-dyed yarn, a little button here, and this was so long ago that I'm not even that excited to show you, but back to my hand spinning. I had this ball of hand spun that I didn't know what to do because of the crazy colors that it was in, and I dyed this fiber a long time ago, before I even started strawberry patches. So I spun it, but it wasn't even spinning like I can do now. Like I can be pretty consistent, and this yarn is pretty good compared to that. But it was perfect to become a gnome. So that's what I did. This pattern is called Here We Gnome Again, and there's lots of cables here, and I have to get Lily. She's calling for me. So yes, this is Miss Lily. She's going to turn 9 months on Thursday. So by the time you're seeing it, probably she's 9 months. And she's very big. She's a very big baba. Except for this past couple of days, we've been growing some teeth. And of course, she has been one of the dear people that I'm knitting for. So while she's here, I might quickly show you. What was I talking before then? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I haven't even told you about what I'm wearing, but what can I do, right? I'm just gonna, please forgive me for this, a little bit of chaos in this video, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I miss chatting with you guys. So, I was talking about this gnome, and I finished talking about it. Okay. I mean, I will show you all of the other gnomes when they're all finished at the end of the year, all 12 of them. That would be fun. So this was the August gnome, which is the new pattern. Well, it was new before recently, by Sarah Shearer. It's called Make No Mistake, and it's the first color, well, not the first color work gnome, but for me it was. And as you can see, it's much bigger. It has this cute little detail at the bottom. This bottom part was supposed to be knitted in the same color as the nose, but I chose not to. And the beard is just so cool. I'll probably make a close-up of this, but my color work is not amazing. I'm not really proud of it, but I think it looks kind of cute. I think the best part about gnomes is that they can be as wonky and they still look pretty cute. So, still on the finished objects. Oh my god, guys, I still have lots of acquisitions and whips to show you. But moving on from gnomes, I keep telling you, and I will continue telling you, that I really enjoy watching Doug from the Zeewolves podcast. She's this amazing crafty woman with lots of positive energy, and her colors are just the ones that I would dye for myself. So I'm always enjoying watching her knits and her dye works and her spinning. And recently she announced that she's going to have the Duke Myths knit along, which I was just going through my stash and I found the yarn for it. So Doug, I'm going to make some mittens that you've designed. So last year, Doug was kind enough to give me some yarn that I turned into this beautiful socks, and the yarn's colorway was Beekeeper's Christmas, I think. So these were on the blockers, and then I needed some more socks, so I took them off. But really fun colorway. I can't wait to wear these socks now. Also, Doug has designed a very cute hat, which we're going to model for you now. It's not out yet, the pattern. I think it's still being tested, and I'm supposed to actually make the grown-up version of it. But I made, as you can see, the baby version. And isn't it so cute? It looks so good with her blue eyes. They still haven't changed the color, so look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. I love this hat. I really want to make one for each of us with different colors, of course. And it was such a fun pattern. This is such a clever little stitch here. I forgot how to make it because it's been 2 months probably since I finished it. But I want to make one for me in the same colors because they match the colors that I'm wearing. I have lots of blue. Let's take it off, it's getting too hot. So this was the baby size. I'm going to make, I think, the second smallest, well, a little bit bigger size for Lydia and the grown-up for me. And I was testing, oh yes, this was a test knit, and I found no problem with the pattern. I think it's good to go. I guess Doug is just waiting for other sizes to be finished. And yeah. Another thing I made for Lily was this little dahlia top, which I have made 10 before. This is number 11. And this is again I dyed up some of this just to see how the yellow would dye up, and I had this green that I was going to use for a top that never happened, so I made this, and I'll show you some photos of her wearing it. What's going on? Да, там овечки, там лимон. Лимончик. А, hey. Hey. So yes, this is the next finished object that I have for you guys. Little dahlia top by Lene Holmes. Okay, I'm sorry about the sounds that's gonna happen. Lily is right on the playmat there, and there will be some sounds and distractions. Sorry. As I said, this episode is not a perfect one. This beautiful yarn was dyed by lovely Anna from the Dunkelgrün podcast, and she was so kind to gift it to me. I remember her posting a picture. She was inspired by the colors of the chameleon, and then she dyed the skein, and I was like, oh, I fell in love with it. And she just sent it to me, which, thank you, Anna, if you're watching. And recently she has started recording us again. Again, this is one of those podcasters that you really want to check out because she has amazingly informative videos. And finally, I can wear these. Okay, and the final finished object that I have for you guys is the third anchor sweater jacket, patterned by Petit Knit, and I made this one for my daughter Lydia. It was supposed to be size 5, but I took a very thin yarn. I mean, I was supposed to get DK, but this is more like sport weight. This is Jagger Prelude, ancient yarn that I got from a distash from someone. 60 wool, 40 acrylic, and I thought it would be perfect. I just love the colors of this one, and I thought it would be perfect dark colors because my daughter loves doing messy play and everything. And I wanted to draw your attention to this beautiful buttons. They are cut from the real New Zealand paua shells, and they are just gorgeous. I ordered them from a website, and I just love how they fit into this garment perfectly. And of course, I will have some photos of Lydia wearing this cardigan. Thankfully today I didn't give it to her to wear, but she's using it quite intensely because she has to, otherwise she will grow out of it by next winter. As you might know, yes, September means spring in New Zealand, so we're going to have some really warm weather soon. And then she won't wear it, and next winter, before you know it, she will grow out of it. And it will become lilies. Okay, I think we're finished with the finished objects. Yay! Yes, well done, Mama, right? Well done, Lily. Well done, Lily. She's so cute. I have been, on the one hand, I've been motivated to make all the baby things because I have these beautiful, gorgeous kids that I have. But on the other hand, I want to spend as much time with them as I can while they're little, especially with Lily, because she grows so fast. And that's why I haven't seen you guys, but I've missed you. How have you been? Please let me know. I know there are some of you who have been watching all of my episodes and commented under each and every episode, and I really, really love those comments. And there are a lot of friends here in New Zealand that I haven't seen for ages. Hopefully you guys are gonna watch this, and I really miss you guys. Cher, Alana, Margaret, Olga, many more of you. So this is the reason why I've been away. Okay, on to the works in progress. Last time I told you that I was making the green timely sweater for my, cardigan for myself. I don't know why, but I didn't feel like doing it, and I haven't worked on it at all these 3 months, so I'm not showing it to you. But what I have been working on is another of the Libby Johnson's designs. This is the Fleece 2 sweater, and I had this beautiful raspberry colorway that I dyed for the shop, but I fell in love with it, so I took it out of the shop, and I am making myself another Fleece. I've made the cardigan version and the sweater, and the sweater version I wear like it's here on the chair. I'll show you to you quickly. I wear it all the time, every winter, like non-stop, and I just love it. So this is the more bright version, and I just finished the yoke, and I'm using the undyed color here, some of this green teal, and the raspberry colorway. And I think it's only been a week or two. This is how addictive this pattern is. Yeah, there will be links to all of my projects, so enough about that. Another work in progress is from this beautiful yarn dyed by Wonderful Les from the Prosper yarn. I have a tag here, but I don't want to take it out because I put them inside so they hold the ball. And this shawl is the Lightweight Hipster by Jorge Locatelli, and this will be my entry for the September One Skein project. Last year, if you've been here for long enough, you would know that I took part in a Jorge Fall KAL, and this year I'm making this. This will be for my mom because she's a blonde lady, and I think this color would look really good on her. And there's the stitch. I forgot what it's called, but I've used it on a couple of other projects. And yeah, I cast on the 1st of September, and today is the 6th, I think. It's the 6th of September. So I think it's pretty good progress. I'm also planning to make 2 more projects for this hockey fall KAL. One of them is the Ritual sweater, and another one is like this cowl, which looks like a shawl. And yay, hopefully I will have time for it, and maybe I will even use my handspun for it. Again, shout out to the beautiful bag maker Cher who made this wonderful bag for me. Okay, now I have one more whip, but it leads me on to something exciting that I did this last month. I discovered a new podcaster, Ira, from the Cookie Needs podcast, and I really felt connected with her right away. And so Ira and we decided to do a yarn swap, which is so very exciting. I sent her some yarn, some New Zealand yarn, and she sent me some Australian yarn. And I hope, Ira, by the time you see this video, your package will arrive, because I really hope you like the yarns that I chose for you. And now I wanted to show you what she sent to me. Ira, you couldn't have chosen better yarn for me, really, because, oh my god, when I opened the package, I was like, oh, I love these colors. So first of all, she gifted me this beautiful stitch markers from the 71 Windmills, from lovely Lisa, and she hand makes them, and you can find her on Instagram, as well as, I think she has a podcast. I remember seeing her videos about it on Instagram. But anyways, these items are made with care in Newcastle on the east coast of Australia. And they're so cute. Also, look at this. Black wattle yarn and fiber. Gravilia Luxe 4-ply. I love this. I normally don't dye such moody colors, but when I saw this, I was like, oh yes, I would totally wear it like in a shawl or a cowl or something like this. And this colorway is called Metal Mark. Absolutely gorgeous. It has some alpaca in it. Let me show you. It's superwash merino 60%, 20% superfine alpaca, and 20 nylon. It is beautiful. Also, Ira sent me some Bendigo yarn, which is an 8-ply with some tweed in it. I don't know if you can see. I'll probably just insert some videos of me filming the close-up of it. This is also made in Australia, and it is 60 wool, 20 alpaca, 5% silk, and 15% naps. Gorgeous, super fluffy yarn, 200 grams as well. And this was not all. She also sent me some beautiful, I think it was called Graffiti by the 3 Cats yarn, and I couldn't resist. I cast on a sock. This beautiful, beautiful, the skein was beautiful, and the socks knit up wonderfully. Really lovely, really loving it. So this is my last whip for the day. Whew. And I still have a lot of acquisitions to tell you guys. But before I do, and before I forget, let me talk to you about what I'm wearing. This is the Stripes ! Sweater by Andrea Maury. And I have finished it in 1 month. It was super fast knit, especially because it is stripes, and especially because I dyed these colors myself, because 5-ply yarn is pretty hard to find here in New Zealand. I mean, you can, of course, but I wanted to dye it. And sorry, it's a little bit wrinkled. Oh, you have a lot to say, don't you? Thank you, baby. So I dyed up these colors, and I knitted up super fast, It's really lovely yarn, and here's how the back looks. I have to say that I had a different picture in my mind of the sweater. The colors are not typically my colors, so I'm not 100% happy with this garment, but it's not due to the it's not because of the design, it's because of my choice of colors. I just wanted to get out of my comfort zone and use this orange, which is so not my color, and this dark, like these four are totally my colors, these two not, but I think on the whole it looks fine. And I have lost about 10 kilograms since I knitted this, so it's a little bit not the same as what I intended it to fit like. It's much more positive ease, which is totally fine, okay? It's better than a very fitted garment. It's also wrinkled because it was in the bag waiting for me to film the podcast. But I hope you forgive me. I will one day make a video talking just about this garment and tell you all about what I think about it. And put it in the playlist with the other finished object videos. If you haven't seen, I have other designs by Andrea Mari. I have the rose cardigan, the comfort fade, I have the so faded and the fade neve, and some other designs there that you can see. And so yeah, I still love it because it's different from my other sweaters, and it has really lovely yarn, and it's a nice fit. Now I will show you my acquisitions. When I was shopping for yarn for Ira, I came across this gorgeous yarn that I used for another anchor sweater that I knitted for my first daughter, Lydia, and I went a little bit crazy. Ira, if you're watching this and you still haven't got your package, you might want to look away because some of this yarn is coming to you, or you might still want to watch it. Anyways, I'm going to show it to you now. This is the Amuri, naturally Amuri, which is 75 pure New Zealand merino and 25% possum. It has this dark halo, and I got these colors. Actually, I have like more skeins. For example, I have 6 of these, 6 of the red, but this is just amazing yarn. Of course, some people don't like knitting with the possum yarn because it gets in your nose and your eyes, everywhere. But I heard that the trick is to put it in the freezer before you knit with it, and then it kind of stops all the fluff from flying off the yarn. But I had no problem with knitting with it at all. So I don't know yet what I'm going to make with it, but I'm thinking it could be a really beautiful shawl. This is 4-ply, by the way, but it's so fluffy that I would say once you've knitted with it, you have to make a looser gauge, so it becomes like almost like a sport weight. And look at these. They could look good in the color work as well. They can be a hat, maybe. It would be great for a hat. And also I could use them for future yarn swaps if I do them, because this is one of the things, like one of the souvenir yarns that people get here. Awesome. Another acquisition that I got, and I haven't showed you yet, so I have a full bag. This is a very fine 3-ply fingering Suri alpaca and organic merino, 60 Suri alpaca, 40 merino yarn that I purchased with a project in mind, and I even made a swatch, but I haven't really gotten to starting the project yet. But I wanted to show it to you. It's called Pearl Lustre, and because of the alpaca, it's really, really soft and lovely, and I'm sure it will be super warm. So this is going to be a garment. I will tell you when I get to it which garment it will be. So I think I should finish before this gets too huge. I forgot something, but I'll leave it for the next episode. I'm happy that I got a chance to chat with you guys, and I'm sorry about the interruptions, I would love to hear from you guys to see what you're working on. Are you going to participate in the knit-alongs? There is the West Knits Mystery Knit-along coming up, which of course I'm gonna take part in. Also the Hochifol KAL and the Duke Knits KAL, and Across the Pond KAL, all of these things, and the Year of Gnomes, I'm all taking part of it in it. And I guess I'll see you very soon. Hopefully it won't take another 3 months. Please forgive all of the baby screaming, and I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Say bye-bye. Hello. Hi. Good, good. Made it, thankfully. I hand spun it, yeah. Oh, yeah. Love this one. Oh yeah, 2 strands. 2 strands. Birdseed, yes. Birdseed. Oh, that's fun. That's so much fun. And this strand.